Hello, YouTube viewers. This is Cincinnati Michael bringing you a new podcast of my new segment called The Sailor Moon Crystal Reveal. Like always, this podcast is brought to you by Screw Productions. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly, in case you don't understand it. Now, let's get into this podcast. Episode 11. We even are everything. I'm pronouncing the Nasty Tuxedo's Masters past name wrong, please forgive me. Anyway. So that episode starts off with Serena's having a dream. She's back on the moon, kingdom in the moon. What's left of the moon palace? She moves in her princess dress. She sees Tuxedo Mask walking away from her. So she kept on running towards Tuxedo Mask. Every time she ran towards Tuxedo Mask, the farther he moved away from her. Anyway, it turns out it was a dream. It turns out she was having a bad dream until Luna woke her up, and Luna was telling her, "Are you alright, Chucky? You know, you've been through a lot, blah blah blah." Basically, tells her that you got your allies, your friends to her, to talk to if you're not fitting up to it. So anyway, so Serena would have said happy smile, tells Luna that they're okay. So she got dressed and dropped Luna off her. So anyway, she got dressed and dropped Luna off at the arcade. Now, Luna was like, okay, and she headed off to school. Anyway, at the arcade, we see a brainwashed Tuxedo Mask. Tuxedo Mask used some type of hypnosis on the arcade manager to brainwash him into get a part-time job at the arcade. Really, he's trying to figure out how to open the secret passage to the command center under the Sailor V game under the Sailor V game that leads to the secret command center. Anyway, that day, Serena and the other scouts headed to Amy's house. Amy's house. What's my aka Shadow Venus was carrying the sword that they got to the Moon Kingdom with them. So when they went to Amy's house, Amy was showing you how powerful that the sword that they got from the Moon Kingdom is. It could break any type. It can break through diamonds and shit with this one tap. Anyway, after Amy was done displaying how powerful the sword is, Serena fell asleep on her couch. So they took her to Amy's room so she could sleep, to sleep it off. When Serena woke up, she woke up still she was still having that same dream about Tuxedo Mask. So she left the girls. The rest of the stuff was we're still talking about something. I don't know. They were just talking about something. Anyway, so we did last thing. We headed to the arcade. She spun at the arcade. Then the brainwashed tuxedo mask. Well, shit. At the while Lou behind the scenes. He was behind the scenes looking shots at Tuxedo Mask's return. So she contacted the other scouts and told them to come to the arcade and to come to the arcade. So the other scouts came to the arcade, but they didn't went into the arcade, but they didn't went into the arcade, but it was outside. Wow. Well, outside watching Serena and Dylan play Taylor B's Attack, video game. Anyway, so Luna and the Scouts are saying, I'm not sure he's the real Tuxedo Mask or something, the type of imposter, until we figure out which is which. He said we might as well keep a close eye on him, him and Serena. Anyway, Serena. So Serena went home and Gary told her to come back tomorrow and we played more Taylor B Attack. Anyway, the next day after school, Serena was headed to the arcade, and so Luna said, Luna told her, you should stay away from Tuxedo Mask. We don't know is he the real thing or not. And Serena didn't want to hear what Luna was saying, and headed to the arcade and blew out with Tuxedo Mask. Anyway, so they started playing Taylor B Attack again, blah blah blah. It started to get late again. And Selena was about to leave Tuxedo Mask, but she was about to leave her back. It wasn't the Tuxedo Mask. Now Tuxedo Mask tried to use his hypnotize powers to reveal the secret entrance to the command center under the arcade video game. But getting work on Serena. And Serena to walk away from Tuxedo Mask. There, walk away from Tuxedo Mask. So we see outside. We see Amy and Lena keeping a close eye on what's going on. Later that night, Derry and the brainwashed shopkeeper were still playing the video game, trying to get access to the secret command center. They're thinking that the Silver Crystal Rossi is in the secret command center. So, out of nowhere, Lena, aka 17, says like, you still trying to. You still trying to get access to our secret command center? Secret command center, huh? And so it's like, I don't know, Tuxedo Mask, this brainwashed leader, she opened up the secret passway to the command center. So the rest of the scouts on and Luna showed up and found showed up for some reason by Luna, but by Luna is telling them to come quick. There's something bad happening at the command center, so they all showed up. Anyway, Luna goes on she goes on I didn't aside. said to Serena, said to Serena, do you still have the silver crystal? And she was like, yes, and she showed Lita the silver crystal, and Lita tried to guard the silver crystal until the alarm went off, and she was not found crucified by Shade of Venus. Out of nowhere, on the big one, that surround the commander to Darian and the brainwash and the hypnotized shopkeep jumped down to the giant pillars to try to take the silver crystal from Serena. So Amy Ray and Nita transport into the Scott Ford. They took down the brainwash. They took down the brainwash shopkeep, knocking him out, just like Luna, aka Jupiter. Anyway, Tuxedo Mask managed to grab the silver crystal from Serena. So from Serena, and the Scouts was trying to get the silver crystal back from him, but he was too powerful. Serena was just standing there. Serena just standing there watching the Scouts trying to get the silver crystal back from Tuxedo Mask. So Luna tells her, you need to fight him, you need to fight him now. You need to search for the silver move now. Anyway, Serena is not sure. She was very hesitant to fight Tuxedo Mask because she didn't know if she's the real, if she's some type of imposter or not. So Luna tried to fight him instead, but she got locked up. But Tuxedo Mask, the brainwash Tuxedo Mask on him. He slid Luna into the ground very hard, and at that moment she was like, the real Tuxedo Mask would never do like that. So and she transformed into the Sailor Moon and tried to use the Moon against him, but he managed to block the Moon with such an attack. And that's when Queen Mary tells her, because she appears out of nowhere and tells her that this is the real Tuxedo Mask. This is the real Tuxedo Mask. Tells her this is the real Tuxedo Mask, and the Tuxedo Mask gave Queen Mary the crystal, and she said, I'm gonna put, we found out that the crystal was last, I'm going to, all I gotta do now is destroy you guys, destroy you Scouts first, and destroy you Scouts and rule the world, and that's how the episode ends. Now, the next episode of Sailor Moon Crystal is episode 12. It's titled "Emily and Queen Mel." It's supposed to air December the 20th. That's on a Saturday. So until December 20th, this is Cynthia and Michael. Signing off. 1.